transition and a very fun one.
Let's talk a little bit about what's in store for this team. Two huge wins, one on the road, one at home. You have Utah State tonight. How do you keep the team focused?
You know what? Utah State's a terrific basketball team. You know, when we played them up there, it was tooth and nail, a 4-point game at one point, and we were able to stretch it out at the end of the game. And our guys understand and respect them, and so we know it's going to be a very difficult challenge tonight. They shoot the basketball very well. I think they're top 3-point field goal percentage team in the Mountain West. So we'll have our hands full, and I think our guys understand what's at stake and get excited about playing. So I think they'll be prepared.
You know, people don't understand, I don't think, all the hours that go into game planning. Talk a little bit about what you've been through since Saturday night. You beat San Diego State. You give one of the best defensive performances of the year. You got to turn right around basically 72 hours later and play a game. How much pressure is it on the coaches to get all that stuff done?
Oh, it's a lot. You know, it's going on across basketball, and not just here in our program, but you know, we pride ourselves on being very prepared, and we've trained or we've watched a lot of film on Utah State prior to even Saturday's game and kind of getting ready. And then on Sunday we were back in here in the office getting our guys ready. Actually had the day off, but the staff was in here getting ourselves ready for the game. And you know, we've prepared ourselves hopefully with a good game plan to try to neutralize them and do a good job.
Brandon Mason, he's your video guy. How closely do you guys work together, or does he kind of read your mind and know what you need?
We're hand in hand. I think our whole staff kind of talk about the matrix a little bit. Everybody's kind of going a little bit in everybody's box, and so Brandon does a great job preparing us, getting films ready for us, and we're all hand in hand in the film room working, trying to get our guys ready.
You know, there's that cliche word, crunch time, but it seems like it's been crunch time for UNM the whole year.
Yeah, pretty much every game's a Super Bowl, so to say, and tonight's a big one. So, you know, it's one step at a time, as Coach always says with our guys. We have 4 conference games left, and can't overlook any opponent because everybody in this league is good enough to beat you.
Developing talent, developing these young guys, getting to lock in to what you want them to do on the court. What kind of work goes into that?
You know what? Player development's a big part of our program. I mean, if you look across the board and you look at guys, you know, like Cameron Bairstow is obviously the easiest one to look at, but even guys like Alex Kirk and Kendall Williams and Hugh Greenwood, all those guys have gotten better since they've been a freshman, and we really take pride every day. We do some type of skill development, and then obviously it's a big it's a big part of our off-season workout. So we take great pride in developing our players and continuing to get them better.
Got to ask this because you're kind of the rookie guy around here. How's been the transition to Albuquerque for you and your family?
Albuquerque's been terrific. The community has been great since day one, since I've got here. My family's doing terrific. They really like the city. Obviously, on game days, I think there's no other sporting event in the country that I'd rather be at and be a part of, and I really like the city. The only thing I haven't stepped foot on yet is the green chili, but I guess that's an off-season deal for me.
Yeah, you might need a little time to get used to that. You got a couple of little girls that are just cuter and cute, and they seem to be Kendall Williams fans because I noticed they wear number 10. Have you caught any flack from any of the other players about maybe they should switch numbers?
No, that may just be the only jerseys that are selling. I'm not sure, but they like Kendall, obviously, and they love all our players, and they take great pride in giving those guys big hugs and cheering them on, and they're their 2 biggest cheerleaders.
Now, I know you can't talk specifically about recruits because that's forbidden under NCAA rules, but can you talk a little bit about how recruiting's going? I know you've got your class signed for next year.
Yeah, we have our 2014 class signed, and we're very excited about them. We have 2 commitments in 2015 and continuing to work. Obviously, recruiting is a day-to-day process, as well as everything else is going on. We always spend time recruiting, and so right now I think recruiting is going really well. Obviously, a lot of things to sell with this season and all those things. So we're excited about where recruiting is.
Final thoughts, I guess. You know, this is it. You got 4 games left, and then on to the conference tournament. What can we expect defensively from the Lobos these last 4 games?
You know what? We want to continue to get better. I think every game we go out, we want to get a little bit better and a little bit better. And so, you know, tonight's a big challenge. We haven't defended the 3 great all year long, so these guys come in shooting terrific from outside. So hopefully tonight we can take a step forward in defending the 3.
Coach Smith, thanks for spending a few minutes with the Red Menace.
Thank you.